Would I get a CO2 laser in Bali again? After everything, the pain, the swelling, the flying home, looking like a pufferfish, my answer is still yes. But there are 5 things you must know before you book. And I learned number 2 the hard way. Hi there, my name is Lolly and my channel is Hello Lolly, and welcome. Now let's talk about this CO2 fractional laser, which is the big one, the one that actually makes a difference. It burns off the top layer of your skin, and when it heals, your sunspots are gone. Your texture is smoother and everything feels a little bit tighter. I'm 66 years old and I'm 67 next month. So things are getting a little bit pear-shaped. I'll just take my glasses off. Yes, things are getting harder for sure. Now let's talk about cost. In Australia, this procedure can cost from a minimum of $3,000. In Bali, I paid 4.5 million Indonesian rupiah, which with the Australian dollar doing so well at the moment, that's going to be really cost effective. So I flew over specifically for this one. One goal, get in, get out, and convalesce at home. I booked at Radiance Bali. I'd been there before, so I trusted them. The doctors there are exceptional. The clinic is clean, professional, and they really do know what they're doing. I went alone and I stayed at the Fabri Hotel, and it's a 5-minute drive from Radiance. Let me just say Fabrice, all right? Fabrice is cheap and cheerful and has a delicious day spa, and it meant I didn't have far to go in a taxi after the treatment. Once I got back from the procedure, I simply walked back to my room, grabbed my cold compressors and started recovering. Bluebird taxis both ways, and you can use the Bluebird app. It's much cheaper and you don't get ripped off. But let me tell you what happened in the treatment room, because this is the part that nobody really prepares you for.
This is the numbing cream, and they put plastic on my face. And I look great. Okay. Hello. Getting my neck and chest done. There is no denying it hurt like you know what. They were gorgeous. They put numbing cream on for 50 minutes, and then they zapped me, and it was hard. I'm red. I'm red. And I've tied my hair up away from my face. So, yeah, I'm not happy, but anyway, I'll get there.
Oh my God, it is intense. It feels like a million rubber bands are snapping against your face, one after the other, and it smells. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It smells like burning flesh, because that's technically what is happening. The laser is vaporizing the top layer of your skin. Controlled damage? Yes, but it's still damage. I chickened out on my neck and chest. I just couldn't do it. I really am a big coward. But the staff at Radiance are incredibly kind. They held my hand, talked me through it, and the whole thing took about 20 minutes. Don't be a hero. If you need a break, take it. They'll wait. Then I walked out red raw, shiny and hopeful. Listen closely, because the next 48 hours is something that will make the whole process a lot easier. Here they are. Number 1, aftercare. Before you go to the clinic, fill your hotel freezer with cold compressors. I can't tell you how much that helped, and it cost me nothing. I brought a bunch of face washes with me, and I poured boiling hot water over them, put them in a Ziploc bag and froze them. I guess you could do that with baby water wipes as well. Radiance gave me a full aftercare kit, but those cold compressors absolutely saved me. If you're staying at the Fabris Hotel like I did, stock your mini fridge before your appointment. Any hotel is going to have a fridge, so make sure you stock those cold compressors before your appointment. Number 2, the swelling. Day 2, this is the big one that is quite scary. Literally, I look like a puffer fish. I met a lovely couple at breakfast, and they knocked on my door, and they looked horrified. And yes, I honestly didn't recognise myself in the mirror. And this was my travel day.
So I woke up at 3:45 in the morning, which is about 12 hours after I had it done, maybe 11 hours. And while getting it done, it hurt like anything. And I should have had a painkiller because I really couldn't handle it that well, especially around the mouth area. And they said it won't hurt beside your nose, but it really did. Anyway, afterwards, you don't feel the pain, right? It just felt really, really hot. And even last night, I went out and had dinner at the hotel. And I thought, yeah, I look sunburnt, but hey, no one really took notice of me. They must have thought, yeah, she's been in the sun. And they did say I would swell up. And of course, I didn't believe them. And I should, because I've had it done before, right? The thing I'm worried about is getting through immigration, especially with my electronic passport, because am I going to look like myself? But Radiance gave me a letter explaining what happened. So hopefully I'll have a backup plan. Now, I'm not even going to think about if I can't get through immigration, because I just want to get home. I'm icing my face at the moment, so I've just given it a cleanse with the sterile products that they gave me and the little water, sterile water. So I just dabbed that on, and they've given me like a cream, which I'll find out what it is exactly. And I put that on, and now I've just put the sterile cloth over my face, and I'm just icing. I poured some boiling water on a towel, put it in a plastic bag yesterday, into the freezer, and I'm using that to ice my face. The doctor said that was okay to do after was, so I'm doing that. Hopefully the swelling will go down. Yes, I know, I look beautiful. Not.
Later that day, I was flying back to Australia, back to Perth, looking like I'd lost a boxing match. Radiance gave me a medical letter because they knew those facial recognition cameras at the airport probably wouldn't match my passport photo. But fortunately, all's okay with the TSA. I was super duper surprised. Anyway, I wore a cap and sunglasses and just waddled through the airport like nothing was wrong. Nobody stopped me. No one really cared. That's Bali for you. Everyone just minds their own business. I even sat at the airport restaurant waiting for my flight, and everyone was lovely. No one even looked twice. But if I had my time again, I'd definitely stay for at least one extra night. And I recommend that you book your flight home a week later, not on day 2 like I did. Number 3, the peeling. Days 3 to 5, you still look a bit scary. The skin peels off in sheets.
Okay, so this is day 4, and still a bit swollen, my eyes and my face, but the skin is coming off. So when I clean it with the gauze and the sterile water, there's a lot of dead skin on there. Sounds gross. But yeah, today I'm allowed to exercise, so I don't know, maybe I should do it inside. I'll have to devise an exercise program that I'm not out in the sun. I'd love to go for a walk, but not the smartest thing.
Absolutely do not pick at it. I mean it. Just let it happen. Use the products that Radiance give you and stay out of the sun and trust the process. Number 4, results do take time. You don't wake up on day 7 with perfect skin. But now, 6 months later, my sunspots are basically gone, or mostly gone. My skin texture is smoother, and my girlfriends say my skin does look better, although it is very subtle. It's not a facelift, but it is a thing for aging skin, a collagen booster. Number 5, you probably don't need to do it over and over. With my skin type, fair and prone to sun damage, one treatment might actually be enough. If I have another one in a few years, the melanin probably won't come back as strongly, so the improvement won't be as dramatic. If you're prone to cold sores like I am, tell the clinic before your treatment. They'll prescribe an antiviral, which you can also buy from the organic chemist in Kuta. A cold sore outbreak on a freshly lasered skin is definitely not something that you want. So here's the bottom line. In Australia, this treatment could cost at a minimum of $3,000. I paid just $450 million in Bali. So you can do the sums because that amount changes all the time. Currently, the exchange rate is really good, right? That included the consultation, the numbing cream, the laser treatment, and the Aftercare Kit. I stayed in a budget hotel, ate cheaply, and treated the whole trip as a medical mission. I'll leave links to Radiance Bali and everything I packed in my recovery kit in the description below. So, would I do it again? Maybe not a second time, or really a third time for me. There are other things you can do to stimulate collagen, like needling, which you can do at home or professionally in Bali, and it is really inexpensive to do it there, especially at Radiance. If you're travelling to Bali for any kind of medical treatment, be smart. Maybe don't travel alone like I did, but if you do, just be careful when you're going down the side streets. My partner Grant was back in Australia and I really wish he had been there. That's a story in my other CO2 laser video that you may have already seen, but take it from me, get it done in Bali. Have the treatments you love. It is extremely cost effective. Just look after yourself and you're worth it. If you've had a CO2 laser or you're thinking about getting one, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your experience, and if you subscribe, please let me know. I would love to thank you personally. Until next time, take care and keep on shining. Bye for now.